Hi guys, so Efile training. Now we went through everything the other day, but I thought I'll do you a few short videos just so that you can go back to it and refer back to it. So we'll just go over, for those that haven't seen, this is your safety bit. We know it's a safety bit because it is smooth on the end, okay? So this is a non-safety bit. Okay, it's flat, very sharp on these sides. Sorry, the dog's sneezing. So you can see the difference between these, okay? So in the video I use a skip bit or skittle bit. I'm really sorry about the dog. And that's for the cuticles, okay? You can get these in different sizes. It's what you feel comfortable with. I just would try and avoid anything too sharp. You then use a brinde, which is the ball bit basically, okay? So that's to tidy up around the cuticle, and again you'll see this in the video. I also use this one, you see, for underneath to tidy up. It's just sort of straight with a little bit of a point there, okay? And I use my Bell Extra Coarse to debulk, and I also use it to get rid of gel polish on acrylic, okay? But I would highly recommend you use your safety bit until you feel a lot more comfortable. But I'm going to talk through the videos as they go, alright? So I really hope you enjoy the videos, gals. Any questions, any problems, just give us a shout. Thank you.
So obviously when you start your client, you've sanitised their hands and such like. I then just push the cuticle back with my hand tool, just sort of scrape what I can out the way, and then going to come in with my skip bit or skittle bit. I've got this on forward. I'm obviously right-handed. If you were left-handed, you would have it on reverse, and then move it onto forward, going the other way. So I'm moving basically from the middle out to the left hand side of the nail, or cuticle should I say. So I then put it on reverse and I'm going the opposite way. So what this is doing is this is just sort of splitting that area of dead cuticle, lifting it up a little bit. It does make a huge difference on the finishing effect of the nail. It also helps a lot with preventing lifting and things like that, because you can get your file really close to score so that you've got good adhesion. So I've changed my drill piece to what we all know as the ball. Now these come in different sizes. It really is personal preference for this. Mine's quite a small one. I find this works perfectly well on any size fingers. And again, it works in the same way as the skip bit. You have it forward to go from the centre to the left, and then you have it on reverse to go from the centre to the right. Now with this ball bit, it is what they call like a diamond piece, so the finish is very, very super fine. As with the skip bit, you would have it on quite a low setting on your e-file, but it does mean that you can actually touch over the skin with it. Because it's a ball, there's no sharp edges, so it's not going to cut them. So you clear away your dust, and then I'm just going to come in with my cuticle nippers and clip away any excess. Now what I will say is that you should be wearing your safety goggles, and if you were watching me on Thursday, you will know that I wear an apron because dust gets everywhere. And underneath that blotting paper, There is my electric fan dust extractor, should I say. It's a spare one of mine. I have it at home all the time. It's not the best in the world, but it does the job for me just doing nails at home. I have got my glasses on while I'm doing this, and if it does keep pausing a little bit, that is just simply because I was checking that I was still in shot or I was changing my drill bits. So there you can see the fan. Excuse the state of it. Obviously I've muted it all so that I could do the voiceover. You'll be sick of my voice. So now I've come in with my extra coarse bell bit, and again taking a little bit of length off. These are my daughter's nails. She didn't want a lot off, so she started chowing at me when I started going in for a little bit more. But you do go from, again, if you're right-handed, you will go from left to right. If you're left-handed, you would go from right to left. So now all I'm doing is taking off the gel polish and thinning out the apex slightly. So you're going in movements from top to bottom in a nice long movement. The better quality your drill piece, the easier that is. Now you can see that I'd left a few mils of gel polish at the top where we just come round, and again, because I'm right-handed, I will go from the right to the left. Now if you notice, I am not going on the natural nail at all. You stay just above it. Even if you've got lifting, you stay just above and it will take the lifting away. Okay, so I would then, obviously I would do it to all 10 fingers. I would then come in with my file. I would neaten up the sides, take any sharpness away from the end and the length, and just soften it, and then come in and just file. This was really difficult to film because I had the camera right above me, and so I couldn't really get very close. So if I do miss little bits and I do go out of shot slightly, I do apologise. I do try and bring it back in, and I'm sorry if my nails get in the way. Now if you notice, although I've got my hands firmly on the finger, and you can see I'm pulling it away because you've got to be in control of that client. Okay, so you can see as I'm filing it, the line where it's grown is just disappearing slowly but surely. I've got right into where the cuticle is, and there it is, ready for a refill. Okay, so I would then prep with my dehydrator, acid or non-acid primer, whichever is your preference, and then you'd refill. I would tidy up the underneath after a refill, after I've filled them, just because they're a little bit more secure then, but obviously I'm showing you this. So again, I'm going in with my skinny drill bit, and again I've got it on forward, and so I'm going from right to left each time, and when I want to go up the right hand side, I just put it on reverse. So this is more for as your client's nails are growing. If they're keeping their natural nail underneath and they're just having refill after refill, then this just tidies that natural nail away, smooths it out, and gets rid of any stainage. So you would turn it over to get rid of the dust, because obviously dust falls. And there we go, so that is ready to refill. Now moving on to the bulk. And again, It's the same as removing gel polish, but obviously you're going to go an awful lot thinner. When you're doing a design set, obviously the first thing you do once the tips are on and you've prepped is you do a thin layer of clear acrylic. And then you would do your design on top, so that when your client came back in 2 to 3 weeks time, you file it down, and they want a new design, obviously, you would file it down to that thin clear layer of acrylic. And then again, you can see I'm not touching the natural nail, it's not touching the skin. I don't know whether you can see on this, but there are large chunks of acrylic sort of coming off. You can see it sort of flying all over. And again, there was a little bit of lifting in that corner, and you just stay above the acrylic and it will just pop off. Now, even once this is done, I would still hand file, because you will find that your drill bits do tend to leave the nail a tad uneven and a little bit shiny.